You're listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Interfed Radio. Oh my goodness. With me today in studios, Salvation. Tim, Jerry, welcome.
Okay, man, we's ready to do this shit.
Well, let's do this shit.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, you know what? The swamp is booming. Over 50 cards again. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic for bringing home the league title this cycle. We got our tag tournaments going. I mean, like I said, the one thing that I enjoy about the swamp is that Tim, let's say it like it is. You as a general manager, you got the belts. Said, hey, these are going to be our belts. Now let's put somebody in them. Let's get them on somebody. So tournaments flying. Shout out to Commissioner. Is it Muhammad
Hassan?
Muhammad Hussein, who we're gonna have on air tomorrow. So we'll get into more of the commissioner belts and the tournaments in tomorrow's show. Today, however, we got a lot brewing with our angles. I mean, we had a lot of transfers. I mean, from one day to the next, we got Chains Malloy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what a signing. I mean, for the commissioners to bring this guy over, I mean, an instant impact, and watch out, because this guy's gonna have, title shot after title shot, and I mean, just similar to how we said, Hard Rock made an impact. I mean, to see these guys in the same, hanging with the same crew.
Now we get to see Lockdown versus Hard Rock.
Oh man, I like I said, just it's those twin tower effect now.
That's
you got
right.
those two,
it's the two immovable objects.
So, but a lot of a lot going on. Even I mean, we got some more transfers. Looks like Salvation came over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they came over in numbers. BTY came over. We got Willowwick Nightmare. Red Room Vendetta. Death's Inferno. They're all cronies of Chains Malloy. So once you got you got that crew, just
and soon you will see Chris Hero.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Love
Need
it.
him back.
Love it. So we a lot of signings. Cards are up. Viewings are up. We had some we had some pretty interesting trash talk.
Yeah, we sure did. Especially from Rob.
Oh, Rob, you know what?
Oh, yeah.
Anytime Catfish John and his crew, the Reds, let's call them the Reds, because that's what they're with Big Mama there in charge.
Oh yeah.
Looks like they had a nice piece for Raven.
Yep, Raven Phoenix.
Yep, they had a nice piece for her, and congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Raven Phoenix. You got your Divas Championship match at WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, so I mean, if you guys, like I said, I don't want to spoil it because it's one of those like you got to go check it out. So go check out the LSL PDF. I said shout out to Catfish Rob, and shout out to the Violent One, Victoria Red.
Oh, I like her.
That's right, our Divas champion.
Mm-hmm.
Probably went a little heavy on the protein, but
yeah. I think she had too much bologna before their match.
Well, she's one gal you definitely don't want to mix it up with. She's had good matches with Hard Rock and good matches with War Goddess and all that. And I think she wrestled Chains too. I think Chains and her might have tied. I'm not sure.
Nice.
But yeah, he's made an impact coming into the LSL, and Hard Rock kind of had a rough cycle too himself, where he was obviously he's one of the favorites, and for this to happen to him kind of put him in a down situation because all of a sudden, this happened. He had a string of bad luck, which, okay, every dog has their day. Raven Phoenix had her day. Kenny Omega.
You know what though, brother? It's
Hmm.
one thing. It's one thing to have bad luck. It's another thing to have a pest. Because you have a pest that's just interrupting. You can't get a fair. I mean,
Oh, you mean
when you get.
Shane Cole?
Oh man, with everything, with the tag team matchup with Pipsqueak and Ellie Mae and the distractions, everywhere Hard Rock would turn. I mean, not only does he have to face the opponent, but it almost seems like he has to face the referee. He has to face the audiences,
Yeah, and that's what kind of drove Hard Rock over the edge, where he just said, "I have had it." With that,
that's right.
It's just you guys know there's only so much a person's going to be able to take before eventually they just just snap.
Oh yeah, I mean, I saw the look in his face when what was it in the tag team tournament when it was him and was it Ramalama Ding Dong? I mean, and I looked over and I see Ramalama Ding Dong, flirting with Ellie Mae. Next thing you know, freaking Pipsqueak comes from underneath, holds down his leg, and it's just cheating. It's blatantly, cheating. The referee's over there trying to get move Ellie Mae out of the way. Pipsqueak's helping out. Oh yeah.
I had to see, man. I had to see. Ram Ding Dong. He had to see Ellie Mae.
And
yeah, and it's something that's going to drive a man nuts, brother. I mean, eventually he's going to snap.
If you want revenge, just sign a match against him.
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is, right now is just with Hard Rock, the look in his eyes where, okay, he doesn't have a problem with losing. The thing is, he knew coming into the LSL, okay, he told me, I'm eventually going to lose. I said, that's true.
Oh,
but here's the thing, though. If there's matches that I know I can win and then I get cheated out of them, there's only so much you could take. He was frustrated, the loss to Raven Phoenix, where, he respects her as an athlete. And then he had the tag team loss with Ramalama Ding Dong. Then he had that loss to Kenny Omega, and then
but shout out to to Commissioner Lucky Stars, because he saw the video, he reviewed it, so he called in Pipsqueak. He called him into the office. Obviously, Lucky Stars knows Pipsqueak is infamous for socking people in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And he was ready for him. So here comes Pipsqueak. Thinks he's gonna pull a fast one on Lucky Stars. Lucky's telling him, hey, you did it again. Next one, we're gonna have to suspend you. And Pipsqueak, he takes that shot, and little did he know, Lucky Stars had his steel cup, and Pipsqueak ends up breaking his hand.
Oh yeah.
It ends up costing him a match because not only did Commissioner suspend him, didn't allow him to wrestle with his tag team partners, but it forces his tag team partners to take on who was it? Was it like Nordic something?
Nordic
Warrior, Ingrid Anderson.
So they end up tagging with Nordic, and Pipsqueak couldn't even keep his hands out of that one. I felt bad for all those 6-man competitions. They weren't fighting 6-man; they were fighting against 4. That was cheating.
Yeah, and that was a thing too that Hard Rock was getting sick of, and I know Tim mentioned the match for Chains Lockdown Malloy against Hard Rock. Well, they had a match and it was a good one. Chains won it, and it could have gone either way, and Hard Rock accepted that. He respects Chains and everything like that, and then they had a tag match later on opposite ends where Hard Rock Horton got a victory. He pinned Chains. And after that, Chains and him got together after the match and said, you know what? You're no pushover. He goes, we were close in that one match. You prove without a shadow of a doubt that you're just as good as me in the ring. And then they decided, after he snapped and everything like that, what happened with the losses, that, why don't we become a tag team? And they are going to be a tag team now. But they're also going to do singles, but they're going to be a tag team, and the name of that tag team is going to be called Hard Lock, because these are two guys, and Hard Rock made it clear, whoever wins the Extreme Television Tag Team titles, we're coming for them. I don't care what we have to do. If the commissioners or talent coordinator Julia Rain has to put us in matches to prove ourselves, fine. Otherwise, we're gonna take our anger out on other people too.
I bet a number one contenders match.
Well, that'd work.
Now,
but
speaking of,
but then again, anyways, fine with me.
Now, speaking of champions, did anybody challenge War Goddess? Or
yeah, both of two of Rob's guys challenged her, but Rob's guys lost.
Oh, nice. So she kept the title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
But Hard Rock also made it clear, whoever the winner is, he doesn't care who it is, if it's War Goddess or Kenny Omega. Whoever wins that title, he gets the next shot, no matter what.
You know what's funny? Only one person won the Gator Bait title this cycle.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Alabama Doink, I think.
Yep,
Nice.
Alabama Doink.
Nice. Congratulations to the Alabama Doink.
Oh yeah.
He's our new Gator Bait champion.
Yep. And that title, Lockdown definitely wants to get a hold of in the near future. He doesn't care who it is. He'll fight you in the swamp. He'll fight you in the street. He'll fight you in a police station. He don't care.
That's right.
And you also got to remember, wherever Chains Lockdown Malloy is, Hard Rock isn't going to be that far behind him.
That's right, and his cronies too.
Mm-hmm. Salvation will be there too, and he made it clear to the IOD and War Goddess he's done. He even, basically shot out.
I read it on the post.
Yeah, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was good.
Nice. And he's just fed up with it.
Oh yeah.
That's right. I'm fed up with you fucking fans. He
saw it this way too, and the reason he doesn't like Raven Phoenix.
Now War Goddess is staying IOD though.
She's staying IOD, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be a rough one.
Oh yeah, because now it's her ex-boyfriend. He said he had enough because.
Oh yeah, you know what? I can totally see why. I mean, you got someone that's as attractive as Night Hatcher that just comes into the picture. Someone like Hard Rock is like second fiddle, so he's just like she wants nothing to do with him. Yeah, that's I really doubted it. I really doubt it was Sloth or Link, but Night Hatcher, maybe Night Hatcher was the they have there's always that reason. You got someone with big old green eyes, luscious blonde hair flowing. Oh yeah, there's.
I'm gonna rip it out of the roots.
Rip it out of the roots.
And here was.
I knew there was more.
Yeah, there's more to it too. Like I said, when he also mentioned, if I remember, he said that when he is, he comes in here, he wins all these titles, doing awesome. Then he gets the league title, and it's still he's overshadowed, and he's saying he's the league champ, he's the guy right now, and then all of a sudden the attention is still like on War Goddess and Raven Phoenix and all them, and now with what's going on with Raven Phoenix.
Well, look at them. Well, look at them, man. Of course the attention's on them. They're so sexy.
Yeah, and so he just had enough, and after his recent losses and the way people are talking about him, and he thought also, the fans turned against him, all of a sudden now,
Catfish John, I mean, he's just like, he surrounded himself with the right quality of attention grabbers. Attention grabbers.
That's right.
And that's the one thing. That's another thing that's his clan has not only captured gold, but I mean they're swinging.
Oh, he's captured gold. think, every cycle he's been here so far,
Nice.
except for last cycle. I don't remember.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just this is completely different now for Hard Rock. He's had enough, and
Well,
He
he's still the number one contender this cycle. So,
That's
he
right.
can't, he has
He stays
to.
the number one contender. He's still getting his title shot.
Oh yeah, so
And-
he has to just make the most of this one and keep on swinging because yeah, I mean Pipsqueak, I mean he's facing his his wrist all broken, so he's been a little quiet. You got Ellie Mae who can't survive without him cheating.
Mhm.
You got dumbass Rocco Steele who
Just loves the turnbuckles.
just loves them turnbuckles and I mean God help him. This is going to get interesting because
That's right.
Having worked-
you got Salvation, you got Order, you got DOD, you got
You get
IOD now. I mean, so now we got some numbers. This is working out to be some some nice action. So I'm curious as to see who's going to side with who because
And now they
every-
want Hard Rock. The Bullet Club has expressed interest in him. The DOD's expressed interest in him. That's all he's saying right now. He's a completely different person.
As Sting said when he left WCW for a little bit, nothing's
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
This is kind of like how Hard Rock is too. He's doing completely things different, just different from now on, and he's going to be he's a little bit meaner. He don't really give a crap if people like him or not. The only people that matter are his fellow brothers that are wrestlers that were there for him after the losses, even after he snapped.
this is going to get good
Yep.
because
I said, come on over here and clothesline the shit out of me. Come on. Take your aggression out.
Well, it's like when he was in the locker room and everything like that. And he was mad. He was, trashing the locker room, and it took was it Willowick Nightmare, Death Inferno, Red Rum Vendetta, BTY, and them to come in and talk to him and what's going on. And he said he's sick and tired of it. He does
it's over.
good.
Look, little Pipsqueak, you're going down. Ooh,
Yeah,
oh,
and he
yeah.
says,
You
and they're
cheating
encouraging him.
cheating ass ways.
Oh, yeah.
You're done, sucker.
Yeah, he just got tired of being. Oh yeah, he just got tired of being in the IOD and being in the Shadow War Goddess and everybody else there, especially Raven Phoenix, and that's when he said he's done. He's finished. He's tired of this. He pretty much told them to stick it, and War Goddess too, and told the fans to.
I mean, I honestly,
Just like lockdown.
I saw all the new IODs and I knew something was gonna crack because I was like, there's too many IODs now, too
Mhm.
many Chiefs, not enough Indians.
Exactly.
Something's gonna crack, because Night Hatcher came around. He's waving his blonde hair left and right. You got Sloth drooling all over the spot. Yeah, this is not good.
Hard Rock's just had enough. No more Mr. Nice Guy. He's gonna come to the ring. He's gonna do whatever it takes to win, and he doesn't care who he goes against.
I want to sign that one. I want to sign IOD, War Goddess, and the Blade Runners versus Hard Rock, Lockdown, and his own special guest, whoever he wants.
Oh yeah, we'd pick somebody. We'd go through it and find somebody.
Oh yeah, I mean you figure you could probably get Red Rum or Willowick or Death, any
Or
one of them,
BTY.
or BTY. There you go. That one would be perfect. Let's
You know-
sign that. Let's sign that one.
I put for BTY.
Oh yeah,
I love that mask on him.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that one was
Well,
sick.
What's funny is Brett Lesnar tried to blame Shane Cole for him losing, and Malloy told him straight up, "Your attention should have been in the ring and not on Shane Cole. I
Right.
won the match fair and square. Didn't matter if he was trying to interfere or did interfere or not. Your attention should have been with me. I won."
Yeah, the funny thing is, you want to know who he was trying to distract there? Chains, because
Yeah,
he's
and it
going
didn't
against
work.
him on the pregame show.
Oh yeah. Well, Chains has been around the game long enough, longer than Brett Lesnar has, and the thing is, Chains went into that match knowing what happened to Hard Rock and all that, and the kind of competitor he was, where he had a victory over him, and it
Now
was
we got
easy.
now we got one more cycle before WrestlePalooza, or is WrestlePalooza
That's
next
right.
cycle?
March, I think, is next month. So
Oh, yeah.
April. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so one more cycle before WrestlePalooza. So if you're listening, if you're out there, if you haven't found your pay-per-view matchups, try and get them in this next upcoming cycle. I know I'll
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Me and Shane's made all the matches.
Oh, you guys got them already locked.
Yeah, we got
Nice,
12.
beautiful.
We got 12 on the main card. So far, we only got 2 on the pre-show.
Nice, perfect.
And a lot of it too is just, like I said, you better just look out for Hard Rock, because he's going to be just different, looking different kind of style of
I
wrestling.
I hope he can keep his focus, because to go through so much change right before a pay-per-view sometimes might cost him a pay-per-view match, because
Oh, yeah.
you have a certain focus to win
I
that
got I got a stretcher match at WrestlePalooza
with
with
a
BTY,
versus who?
the Ramalama Ding Dong.
I love it. Like someone's leaving in a stretcher. Period.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's the way
right.
you that's the way you come in and make an impact. Nice.
Yeah. It's just, with everything that's going on, like with the pay-per-view, Hard Rock had all this momentum going in, and then all of a sudden to have the rug pulled out from under him like it did. Yeah, it affected him and everything, but he's in the gym training harder. He's kind of in seclusion right now, and training the hardest I've ever seen him train.
He's doing beast mode right now.
Who's
Oh, yeah.
who's Catfish John facing at the pay-per-view?
Shit, man. I think it was Switchblade
That'd be a good match.
in a tear gas match.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Oh yeah, that'll be a good one.
And let's see. Like I said, one of the matches, like at the pay-per-view, War Goddess is putting up the G-Force title against Kenny Omega, and the match it's going to be is an Ultimate X match.
Since it's the pay-per-view, the only title match that's going to happen there
Okay,
is the
perfect.
pay-per-view match. But
That'll
after
work.
that, it's back to open contract.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
So yeah, it's one of those things where when it goes on, whoever, like I said, Ultimate X, that's the match. Both Kenny Omega and War Goddess have never been in that match. I'm making it an equal opportunity. Okay, you go into it. The belt's right there. You guys fight for it.
Actually, it's only yank the belt.
But it's going to be a match though where it's going to test both of them. Okay.
Yeah,
You guys
you're going to have to beat the crap out of each other to get that belt down.
Yep.
To where you can't stand. It's all like, oh shit, I finally won. Can I take a nap now?
Oh yeah. I've seen a lot of careers hurt by a match like that.
Now what happens? What happens if War Goddess loses the G-Force next cycle?
It's still
Well,
going to
then
be
the person who wins that will be defending it then.
Nice.
an Ultimate X.
Nice.
So
I love
the-
it.
But
Yeah.
I do believe War Goddess can win it back though.
Oh,
yeah, and whatever the outcome, whoever challenges her, and let's say that challenger is to win, then the champion is going to put that belt up in Ultimate X, and then the winner will be decided at Ultimate X in a pay-per-view.
That's right.
So, like I said, that's also, it doesn't matter who it is. Nobody's been in an Ultimate X match before, so make the best of it.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Now,
I got a title match coming up this cycle that I didn't even know about.
nice. What did Shane put you in?
He put me against his Grand Impact champion.
Oh, King Puma.
Yeah.
Nice.
In an Ultimate X match.
Mm.
There we
And
go.
I think, didn't Hard Rock beat King Puma too?
Hard Rock's the heavyweight though.
Yeah, but him and King Puma had a match.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I think you did.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
because you're, it's like, but that's almost like as if you beat Pipsqueak because you're a heavyweight. It doesn't, you can't win his belt. Ha!
Well, yeah,
That's right.
that's fine. But if Hard Rock were to cut 10 pounds and all that, he could be in that weight limit.
But then you would lose your heavyweight title. So be careful. No, I'm
So,
kidding.
yeah. So right now he's going for the heavyweight title, but it's a warning to all the X Division people. You better be careful because sooner or later, Hard Rock, he'll drop the weight. He'll make it. He'll
Oh, there
be
we
in the
go.
X
I like
Division.
that. I like that. You know
Yeah,
what?
we
Then,
had,
then like
we
then
had
like that, you have Lockdown, competing for the heavies, Hard
Oh, yeah.
Rock for the Impact. Yeah, I like it.
And I'm gonna say this right now. If by some chance that Hard Rock doesn't win the Diamond Drop Heavyweight title, he's dropping to the X Division. And
The Impact division.
yeah, he's going to drop down. So everybody better some of you guys better be praying that he wins that title and better be
You know-
encouraging him that he
You know
wins that
what?
title.
Pipsqueak has been doing 2 push-ups a day,
Oh,
and he's
Two
he's
push-ups, hell. I do that with
hey
two
hey
things.
hey let's equal opportunities.
Mhm.
He's getting himself ready.
He's
Little
getting
by little.
ready to fight in shape for this
Hey,
tag team
Hey,
tournament.
it may be easy for you to do push-ups when your arms are as small as Pipsqueak's. 2 push-ups is like 100 of yours.
Well, Hard Rock hasn't forgotten about him, brothers. I can tell you that.
Bring it on, brother. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't forgotten about that because Pipsqueak played a role in him snapping too.
All those cheats.
All the cheats and then the losses he had and then how things were posted and were centered around what was it, Raven Phoenix, where all of a sudden she's right basically in the spotlight, and like Hard Rock got shoved out of the way. That ticked him off because he's done a lot for the LSL, and then all of a sudden the thing turns and they're putting her on this high pedestal and it PO'd him, and he snapped. And like I said, Chains locked down Malloy and Salvation saw it, and they said, you know what, we got your back, man, no matter what. Screw what these people think. Screw what your ex-girlfriend thinks or what Raven Phoenix thinks. And so, our opinion, she got lucky.
Here's
So-
what we say. We make our own luck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We don't
yeah.
care if we lose as long as we get to beat people up.
Yeah, and like I say, if Salvation doesn't mind me saying this, I want to issue a challenge to the IOD.
Ooh, I like it. Ooh, yeah.
And I like to challenge them. And if the commissioners are all for this and Julia Rain's all for it,
Ooh.
I want to fight them in war games.
I like it. You know what? Let's set that one up.
You know what? I think we got time to make that match for the
next pay-per-view.
after this one.
Yeah, for the next pay-per-view. Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Yep.
And the
You
thing
know what?
is,
IOD Night Hatcher is I'll get a hold of him. Be like,
We're
what?
gonna get a 6-people team.
I like it. Pipsqueak or more.
6-people
Pip,
team.
you know
That's
what?
what we're gonna do. We're gonna have.
I
Salvation
foresee
versus
in the future that Pipsqueak and his Ghetto Fabulous crew is gonna kind of side with IOD maybe.
Oh, yeah.
And I
because
see it.
You don't
I
like
see it.
hardcore. I mean
Yeah.
hard rock. We know.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
see it.
and the thing is, even though Hard Rock isn't a member of Salvation, they still embraced him as a brother and said the spot's open anytime. It's just right now he's got to clear his head. He's been in the groups enough and he needs to do stuff on his own, but he knows it's nice to have some brothers right there backing him
Here's
up.
what you need to do. If you don't want to join anything yet,
hmm
put this on your guy. NSN. No stable needed.
Okay. Well, right now he's just Hard Rock, and he's gonna do it. He's kind of doing his own thing, but he knows who he can trust and who knows who he can't. And even though War Goddess on the post came out and said, I don't know what we did wrong and all that. Do you know what he did? He turned around, said what he had to say, and he stuck his middle finger up and said, "That's what I think about it," and walked off.
Ooh, this is
That
gonna
was
get good.
Oh yeah, I mean he's had enough, and he's sick of being in the shadow there because here he is. He's winning all these titles along with War Goddess, but he's getting overshadowed. And then when he wins the league title, everything's going
he's
good.
getting overshadowed
Yeah.
by a 3'11", good for nothing.
Hard Rock. Just step on it.
That's
Oh,
right.
man.
Heck,
But-
I was with Hard Rock when he went out and had some drinks that night. Do you know how it took me for him not to kick somebody's ass?
I'm telling you.
I'll tell you
Oh.
what, I've never had to hold a big man back like that before because that guy knocked down the shots of tequila, the shots of whiskey, had beer and all that. And I was there. I was understanding what he went through. And then he has this good looking gal hitting on him. And then she had a boyfriend in the bar, some scrawny little nose pierced looking dork. And he thought he was a big man. And Hard Rock had a lot to drink and everything. And I was telling this guy, my man here could kick your ass drunk or sober.
That's what happens when you mess with the Salvation Crew.
That's
right.
right. We came here to drink too. Damn you
Oh.
fuckers.
Oh, yeah. We kicked everybody's ass in the bar, and their ladies came to us, and the bartender said, drinks are on the house. It's like, yeah, I like that. And Hard Rock said, give me another beer. Give me my brother some beers. Bring these ladies
No.
whatever they want.
Oh man! Now
That's
the guys,
right. If they
like-
want a mustache ride, I'm available.
That's right. The ladies need to hang around some real men, not some little boys wannabes.
Oh man! Now
That's
tomorrow,
right. That was too easy of a fight.
Yeah.
tomorrow we got. Like I said, we'll have the commissioner on as well, and like I said, we got a lot. We got a lot more show tomorrow as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign this one off. I know. We got a lot more LSL. I know tomorrow we're actually gonna have some special guests on. So go ahead and tune in for the next one. Like I said, a lot going on in the LSL. Make sure you join the Facebook page to keep up with all the action. And WrestlePalooza, a few cycles away.